Welcome to the Powerhouse Podcast, the place where women come for business tips and sips. Join each episode with the dynamic host duo, CEO and founder of the Powerhouse, the ultimate business coach, the Chandra Brooks, and COO of Powerhouse and business development coach, Jacqueline Hernandez. Now let's get this party started.
This is Chandra Brooks, founder of the Powerhouse Academy and the Powerhouse Women. Welcome.
And this is Jacqueline. Oh, start all over.
Go ahead. Sorry. It's okay. It's okay. I was gonna open that up for you, but you go ahead. Go ahead. Jump right in.
This is Jacqueline.
You know she's hyperactive. If you don't know her, you know now that she is hyperactive. So she's just gonna jump right in. Tell us who you are, Jacqueline.
I'm Jacqueline Hernandez, COO of Powerhouse, and yes, that is I.
And resident taskmaster. That's who she is. Resident taskmaster. I thought I was, but she is.
And DMO whip holder.
We'll tell you more about that later. But this is our Tips and Sips Powerhouse podcast. We usually have tips and some sips, and I just finished mine. And I think I heard you finishing yours. I heard you. You guys, she was slurping this drink like it was going, like it was never gonna, she could never get another one ever again.
I had the whip all over my mouth. Did not care.
That was hilarious because I could hear her through the audio, just like slurping. I'm like, we're not live anymore, or we are live. People are gonna hear you slurping, but she didn't care.
No.
She just kept slurping. But we're here to have a good time. We want to make business fun, right? Because it could be fun if you do it right. And if you're doing what you love, it's never a job if you're doing what you love. So we are here to talk about today, this juicy topic, which always comes up, is something I dealt with, something I'm sure you've dealt with, Jacqueline. What if your family, what if your loved ones don't support the vision of your business or your idea? What do we do? What do we do?
Get rid of them. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Bye-bye. That's Jacqueline's solution. Goodbye.
Just kidding. Just kidding. No, but I think, if we're opening up the forum to that, I think, what do you do when your family or friends don't support you? I think it really does have to do with finding that circle of people that does and staying in that environment, because the environment that you're in is going to be super, super like crucial to you getting to the finish line, right? So like, think about it. If you're doing a marathon and you know you're training for this like huge marathon, right? And you don't want to gas out. Are you going to hang around with your friends that are like, let's go to the bar and stay out till 2 a.m. every night. Let's go have pizza every day. Like, you're just not going to hang out with those friends. It doesn't mean you don't love them or you don't like them or you hate them. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It just doesn't serve your regimen for that time and that goal that you have ahead of you, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I think, it's just so important that we understand that we don't all think the same. We are not all ambitious. And I think that's one mistake that we make sometimes. We try to force our beliefs and our mission, our vision on other people when they are not ambitious. Like, not everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody, and that's okay, right? Not everybody wants to has a big vision to change the world. And sometimes when we're that way, we think people are that way. And we're like, what is wrong with them? How come they don't want to change the world like me?
What's wrong with you?
Right. When you have to really turn around and see like, okay, it's just me, right? I can't force my beliefs. I can't force what I want to do upon other people. And when you can come to the conclusion on that and also come to a happy medium, right? Then you can be able to keep moving forward and say, look, I understand you don't believe in this vision, but I wholeheartedly believe in this, and I'm going to put 100% behind it, whether you're on board or not.
Right? I agree. Oh my God. This is awesome that you said that, because here's why. I think a lot of people that I've been in circles with, I won't name what circles, but have been in circles with, the biggest thing that people are like, oh my God, you're so annoying, or you're so loud. Why do you have to be so loud? But it's like, there's people that appreciate my loud abruptness, and I get paid to be loud and abrupt. So it serves my purpose.
Hey, exactly. So, not everybody is going to love us, like you, or appreciate the vision that you have. So you have to be able to move on regardless. The problem is a lot of us don't. A lot of us let those people from the inside or our family and friends talk us out of our dream or our mission, our vision. They talk us out of it. And then they're like, well, what if this happens and you don't have this and you don't know this, and what about this and what about that? And then we end up not doing it. Okay. So you have to continue to move forward regardless if the people are going to support you or not. And it's not easy, because you're not going to have people cheering for you. Your family and friends are usually not the people that are excited about what you're doing, because it's a reflection to show them that they never went after their dreams. So finally they've seen somebody that's going after their dreams. They're taking it personal. They're feeling some type of way about it. So they're not going to be your cheering squad unless it's your mama.
Well, even on that point, to expand on that a little bit more, is like, it's not even so much that they don't think you could do it. They just don't see the possibilities, and they don't understand the strategies of those intricate workings, right? And that's, I feel like, what it all comes down to. On our last podcast, I know we talked about strategy and, honing in and moving forward. And I really think that people's beliefs are limited because they don't have the insight to see that whole, business plan go from point A to Z. And they don't know how to connect those dots from product to pricing to, motivation to collecting consumers and marketing and messaging. There's a lot that goes into entrepreneurship. And, some people just can't wrap their minds around all of connecting dots because they just never did it before. It doesn't mean that they can't, or they can in the future, but right now, that's what their limiting belief is from, is they just don't have that educational background or that passion to do it. And that's okay. Like what you said before, not everybody's going to be an entrepreneur. And it's that saying, for me, it's that saying that goes, there's ducks and there's eagles. Both have wings. Doesn't mean they both need to be in the same circles.
Yeah. Exactly.
Don't piss off the ducks and don't irritate the eagles.
Right. And another thing that I talk about too is, when you are, damn, I just lost my train of thought. But what I was thinking about when it comes to this topic, when your family doesn't, don't listen to them all the time either, because we respect these people that are closest to us, right? And if they've never built anything big or major or business, like, don't listen to them. Don't take their advice. They're not a business advisor. So don't listen like, oh, you should do it this way, or you should do it this way. No, go find a real advisor. Find somebody that could really help you, because, I would never listen to anybody that's never built the thing that I'm trying to create.
It's kind of like this, like, why would you go ask your friend for like law advice? If your friend is not an attorney. Why would you go to a doctor for law advice? Why would you go to a lawyer for diagnosis on an illness? You just wouldn't do that. You wouldn't spend that time doing that. So, for me, it mind boggles me when people go to their, sometimes, and I hate to say this, they'll go to their brokest friend, laziest friend, and they're like, right. Hey, what do you think about this? And it's like, whoa, that was like the wrong person to go to. Like, you need to stay in your lane, which is, if you're in business, then you need to stay in the business lane and ask business advice from business advisors or coaches or mentors, or even people that you respect in the community that have already done what you're doing, and you're asking them how they did it, So you want to definitely make sure you know where you're getting your advice from. Especially like what Chandra just said right now, if your friends or your family have never done and ventured out and voyaged on to where you're going into the galaxy, like, you don't want to ask people that have never been there before.
I never, I really don't take advice from anybody unless I've seen them do it. I don't even, even about like online in today's world, you could say anything online. You could say, I created a multi-million-dollar business. And people will be like, oh my God, they did. They believe you, right? So I don't take advice from anybody or hire anybody or get coached by anybody unless I've seen you do it. Like you showed the receipts, you have testimonials, you have stories, case studies of people. I've been able to talk to people that have done it with you. Like people have told me or recommended you. Like I don't get advice because I've learned that you could really tell a whole lot of stories on social media and it not be true. So you have to really, and this is why it's so key for me to show results and to show testimonials and to screenshot messages and to do interviews with my clients, because that's key, because I know I won't hire anybody unless I see proof, right? And we should all see proof, and we should not take advice from our family members who sometimes have the best intentions for us, but sometimes they don't have the best intentions for us because they don't want to see us win. They don't want to see us take the chance and the risk because they never did. So
amen.
Our key advice is to, regardless of what they think or if they're not supporting you, continue to move forward. You have to be strong enough to not worry about what they think. You have to be strong enough to not feed off of their energy, get in circles, get in containers of other ambitious people and women that are going to cheer you on and support you. You're not going to sometimes get it from your immediate circle. So you got to move on and find your community.
And that brings me to the sisterhood of Powerhouse, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people, and you have your own circle of people, or different communities that are in the business sector.
Yeah.
You have to find your sisterhood. You have to find your power outlet, that you're going to be able to be involved with, that's going to supercharge you, not make you feel like a Debbie Downer every time you talk about your business ideas. It should light you up, not feel like you have to hide or contain, your excitement about it. So the one thing that I can say is 100% of the time, the women in the Powerhouse, they talk about that sisterhood, right?
Yeah.
And that sisterhood is like, oh my God, I didn't know there was so many other women that thought like me, and it's like, because now you're really in this pond, so to speak, of people that have been plucked out and like put here specifically because of the way they think, right? So talk about the Powerhouse sisterhood a little bit. I love it.
That really helps. Like I just know that being part of containers and groups has really helped me grow, because that's where I've met some of my closest friends in business, my mentors, and people that motivate me every day in the online community. So it's really important to have the circle of people that are cheering you on, that are in the same mindset and moving in the same direction together, because you really need that. And that's what Powerhouse has organically become, is a sisterhood of support. We help each other in business. We come to each other's events. We cheer each other on. We are high-fiving them in online space. We are just a text message chat away. Last night I was loving how, Yvette was talking about, she got, content. She's going to be able to monetize on Instagram and TikTok now. And we were all cheering her on the chat, because honestly, sometimes you have nowhere to share your wins. You have nowhere to share your wins. So you need a community to say, hey, I got my first customer. Oh, I got my, because your family and friends are going to be like, oh, just one customer. Oh, they're going to look at it negative. When if you're in a community like a Powerhouse or a sisterhood of other like-minded women, entrepreneurs that are ambitious, they're going to be like, yeah, girl, keep going. You see, when there's one, there's more out there. You're going to get that support. So you need that. It's crucial when you're.
Let me ask you, Chandra, on your Facebook, when you post your wins, I would say, what is the percentage of your family and friends that like or comment like, yeah, way to go, boss baby? What's your percentage?
My mom. Let's see. So I would say 1%, 1 or 2% of the people are family and friends, and the rest are strangers.
You're so if you are looking at your social media and you're like, God, my mom didn't even like my post, or my sister didn't like my post, like, don't feel bad. You're not alone, sis. You are totally not alone. Like, you're here with the rest of us. Like, follow Chandra Brooks on Facebook. She will be the first one to be like, high five, sis, get it going, make that money, baby. Follow me on Facebook, Jacqueline Hernandez. We want to be able to congratulate each other. And that's what we're here for, right? We're here to uplift, not tear down, or not, act like crickets on Facebook or social media when it comes to those big wins.
Amen. Amen. So hopefully you guys got something out of today. But we wanted, really, this is a lesson. And I think for everybody, is to don't let anybody else control your destiny but yourself. If we allow other people to control it, we'll never get it done, and it'll never happen. You are the only person straight in the mirror that controls your destiny and your success. Success is a choice. All right. So make it happen. Come watch our show, or listen to our show again, watch it online, but reach out to us if you want to join any of our programs. We have a Black Friday special going on, one-time service that I'm providing. It is
Tell us about it.
2-weekend business plan accelerator that is to help people finally build out that idea over 2 weekends, 12 hours total with me. You get all the support you need, your business plan built out, and we make it happen. You have November and December to pay it off, and it happens in January. Reach out to us. It'll be on our link in this podcast if you want to learn more. Come check us out.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This concludes our episode for today. If you are ready to take action and build that favorable momentum with your business ideas, or you're already running business, click on the link below. If you'd like to stay connected with Powerhouse and join live entrepreneurial networking events that are designed to help you with expanding your influential reach, join as a subscriber today.